Burning off some future food plots here. Little prescribed burn to get rid of some underbrush. Right here with Tony Dempsey from The Harvest. Got some friends out here drinking a little bit of Miller Latte on a beautiful spring evening. Trying to turn this woolly mess into something productive for our deer, our turkey, and our quail. I've got some cedar trees you can see out there. Underneath several of those cedar trees, I've got some wooden pallets for my quail. But unfortunately, due to the house cats, the bobcats, the birds of prey, our quail population is almost zero. Every now and then we'll hear some, but I've got the habitat out for them, and we're going to plant some more stuff in here probably next weekend to maybe try to lure them back in. But this is a highly productive area. We've got a big hardwoods in behind us here.
Yep.
Got a couple of deer stands in there. Tony's been over here numerous times helping us get some stuff going, helping with deer stands, and just kind of turning this piece of paradise into a wildlife paradise.
Yeah, this is one of those areas right here. I know you've had clover up on this ridge up here before, and this right here is just kind of like a good staging area, especially for a big mature buck coming up here late in the evening, especially during the rut.
Yep.
You know, checking these does.
Yeah, if you look behind you, I kind of bulldozed a couple trails there. You can see
that trail.
Use it.
Good access right here. So
3 years ago, I actually had some clover in here, some rape, some turnips, and some winter wheat, and the deer just smoked it. But that was the year before I had my accident, so I haven't touched it really. I've just kind of bush hogged it off every other year, trying to let it be a managed growth. The rest of the hillside up there is very thick, but there's 10 to 15 deer in there all the time. But it's a hiding spot. It's beautiful. This is our due west over here. You can see the sun setting. Those deer will come in here and get out of the winter wind, and they'll just pile in this holler. So we're just going to give them something to browse on.
Right, that's the thing. Get rid of this stuff this time of year that is not nutritional for these deer and for the quail and for the rabbits and the turkey, everything.
Absolutely. And if
get rid of it.
And if you reach out to the Fish and Wildlife Services, your biologist, they actually came up here about 4 years ago, and they'll tell you where to do your best prescribed burns at. And this is one of the key areas. So if you got one, obviously wait till after 6 o'clock in the evening. Wait for that temperature inversion to start because it is wildfire season. Last night we came in here a little after 8. It was almost dark when we got started, and it literally would not burn very well. We burned down, you can see on the other hillside over it, and it just put itself out. So we came in here tonight a little bit earlier, trying to burn the thicker stuff. You can actually see around those trees up there. It's actually igniting the bark on the trees. That's what we want, just to kill off the briars and the things that are not beneficial to wildlife. And right up on top of the hill, we got a neighbor up there. He's got a backpack blower kind of containing that. There's red clover up there, orchard grass, Timothy, and I overseed it with some alfalfa. And I think I'm gonna come back in here and frost seed, if you will. It's a bit late, but I'm gonna put some alfalfa in here with this, just so I get some sprigs. It's expensive, but it's for my deer. This is obviously not gonna be a hay field. That up there it's a great staging area, as you mentioned, Tony.
Yeah.
So I think we got a lot of potential.
And now, obviously, for those watching, don't burn off all of your cover. There's cover up there in that hollow. There's cover coming all the way back down in this hollow. It's thick enough that wildlife can hide, rabbits, quail, things like that. So your small game, they've got, they got a refuge to get into. But this right here, this is future food. This is going to be a green area, a nice green area, something useful for the nutrition of those animals.
So. And as you mentioned, Tony, on the other side of my hayfield, it's probably 300 yards over there. It's all grown up. My neighbor now, I've got a great neighbor. We get along. We kind of manage some stuff here together. It's all grown up there. So our deer, our turkeys, our coyotes, foxes, nothing has to run more than probably 100 yards if they're in the middle of that field to get to cover. If they're down here, you can see this is only about a 2-acre plot here, tops. So those critters are not 60 yards in either direction. They're in the thick stuff. So make sure you give them plenty of area to live.
Yep. Now's the time of year to do it, everybody. Right now, spring is coming on here in Kentucky. We had some 75 degrees today, probably, and another
78.
Another couple days coming up in the 70s. So now's the time to do it. Also get your mineral sites, get them refreshing, freshen back up for your whitetails, and it's all part of the management.
And something else, make sure you've got plenty of help on hand. There's 3 of us here. I've got 2 up at the house if I need them. Last night, I let our fire department know that I was going to be down here burning, so they're aware, and I'm a mile from the fire department here. So make sure you notify your key people and make certain you've got enough help close by. We've got leaf blowers. We've got 25 gallons of water up there, and just make sure you're able to manage it.
Yep. Tony's probably drowning us out up here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody can hear us, but that's all right. Hey, Hey, thank y'all for watching the harvest. This right here is just part of it, working towards the harvest.
We'll see you guys in Florida early next week.
That's right.
I'm looking forward to it.